When I got here, migrations weren't as big a thing. There's always been migration, but most people wanted to go into the States and or they just got stuck here.
It wasn't just 1, 2, 5 people, 10 people. It's thousands of people discovering other people that are walking the same path that I'm walking, and suddenly we discover each other, that we have the same passions in the world. Our own prejudices are always being tested, and I like to test my own prejudice, asking if it's the right way of being in the world or not. The excuse to dehumanize the other person. And as soon as we dehumanize, tragedies happen. I have my world, you have your world. And we both decided putting things of our world in the table, an empty table in front of us. That's what's going to build our relationship, of friends, of colleagues, or whatever. But we're not doing that. What we're doing is a strategy to convince you. How am I going to make you think how I want you to think? We are losing so much from that. When we listen with our heart, we ask ourselves always, why is this person thinking that way? I mean, what's happening for that person to bring that? And sometimes we speak also to challenge the other person. And maybe the question is like, why is this person trying to challenge me?
Tijuana has always been called a melting pot, such as the United States. I think it has struggled to be itself. I don't want to say like it's always been looking at somebody else's needs. And I think at some point you need to start thinking like who you are as an individual or as a city. The border here in Mexico gravitates towards the American culture, really. People bring their whole culture, their plants, their food, their religion. People made their own sidewalks, not the government. People made their own houses. Like the way this neighborhood is arranged, like people saying, okay, this is my land, this is my house. For the past 15 years, these waves of migration have been shifting the way Tijuana portrays itself. There's more diversity, and that really helped me with being who I am now, which is I consider diversity one of the more important things in life.
I've been seeing a lot of people from all around the world, people from Europe, South America, from Haiti, from Africa, from everywhere. You can see in any city bad things, good things. But to be honest, I don't like too much Tijuana. Yes, I remember that Tijuana was a different city, you know. Everything has been changing.
The government doesn't protect you, you protect each other. I have learned a lot about my own prejudices and also the prejudices that we encounter. We have to recognize our own tensions. And once we recognize our own tensions, we know what affects us the most. What are the emotions? What are the issues? It could be gender issues, it could be racism, it could be whatever, but we have to recognize it in ourselves.
Here in Tijuana is different than 10 years before. Before it was more cool, more peaceful. Everything is more expensive. Police is full of corruption, a lot of crime.
As I became an activist, I think there is like this bias, or I think people like giving social responsibility to somebody else. So when you're an activist, people pat you in the back like, oh yeah, you're doing a great job, that's important, but they don't get involved. I really think that if you really want security, the way to go is love and friendship, not hatred.
The work we do, sometimes we think that who has the problem is the other. The fact that somebody from outside became in solidarity with a community that wasn't part of her own community, and that really stopped a human rights violation, convinced me that I had to build bridges with people from other countries. Because even though right now There are tragedies around the world, but in the places where we come, there is not like extreme tragedy. When social justice issues happen, there are people that are not directly affected. Even when it happens to their neighbor, they do nothing.
Un aplauso pa' mami y papi, porque en verdad rompieron.